Hello everybody, my name is Mux and welcome to NASCAR Racing 2003 season. This is the beginning of my championship season. I have decided to use the Truck Series mod, the original one from the game. We are starting 10th today here for the Daytona 500 and coming up to take the green flag here. So let's see how we do throughout the race. I'll give you some of the details as to the settings I'm using and things like that. I'm using voice attacks, so you might hear me say some commands and you can watch the box in the bottom right switch. And yeah. Alright, here's the green. Let's see how we do. So my goal is to try and get down to this inside lane as soon as possible. That's it's the quickest lane, and once I'm down there, I'm just going to ride that yellow line pretty much the whole race. All right, there we go. Good. So some of the settings I'm using for the season, the AI I have decided to set at exactly 100%. Seemed like a good round number, and hopefully it will give me a bit of a challenge. I have set race length to 15% of the actual race. And so the season I'm using is the actual 2003 NASCAR schedule. So there'll be some tracks that aren't, well, one that I can think of offhand that isn't currently on the actual schedule in 2014, and so that's Rockingham. So pretty cool track. The pit frequency I've set to 2 times, so I'm definitely going to have to pit at some point during all of the races, at least most of them anyhow. I have flags enabled, and yeah, I think that's about all you need to know right now, at least as far as the settings I've got. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. Let's see when I'll probably have to pit. So fuel. So it looks like I've got 23 laps left on this tank of gas, but 28 to go in the race. So I'll have to pit, at least the way it's telling me now, with more than 5 laps to go. So we'll see how it plays out. I hope I don't have to pit under green. The AI is pretty flawless when it comes to pit stops, and me on the other hand, I'm not. I've got the 10th pit stall though, so I'm up pretty far up pit road, and so that might help me out a little bit. The other problem too with this this game is pitting under green, especially at this track. You want to be up pretty close to the driver in front of you, and to get in the draft. But these guys all of a sudden just slow down when they're entering pit road, and you have no way of knowing that they're going to do that. So it's pretty common to rear end one of the guys and possibly wreck your race, so have to keep an eye for that as the pit window closes. And we'll, yeah, so we'll kind of play it out from there. I don't really have a strategy right now. It would actually be kind of nice if a caution comes out and we'll just pit then, and then we don't have to worry about it too much. Info. Gonna have to make sure I don't want to take tires when I pit as well, so I think I'll get that set now, and then I won't have to worry about it later if I'm worrying about other things when it comes time to pit. So tires. I have to use the keyboard to do this. Info. Alright, there we go. So we're set for pit summary. Maybe I don't have that key set up yet, but right now we're taking 1 can of gas and no tires. So right now I'm trying to stay close to this 99, either right behind him or to the side as he moves up from the yellow line, but I don't want to let anybody behind me get by on the inside, because then you end up getting steamrolled if you get stuck on the outside lane. So yeah, I want to keep up close to him, stay in a draft a little bit, but that guy behind me in my mirror, I don't want to let him by either. Relative. I was looking in my mirror. Ah, that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. I'm 3 wide. Now watch all these guys on the inside. I was looking in my mirror going through the turn and I missed it. I think I can come down. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Whew. Already I'm starting to get tight through 1 and 2. Still don't want to take tires though for the pit stop. I'll lose too much time. Yeah, I've really got to crank the wheel now to get through 1 and 2 here. It's not as bad in 3 and 4, I find. Yeah, there we go. See, I tried to get into the draft behind that 50 car there, and David Starr was going to try to take me inside. I don't want to give up the inside. Pretty good though. I'm glad that the outside line is working for the AI a little bit. Makes it more interesting for me driving, because about the only, well, I don't know if you can even call it a knock, but about the only knock on some of the tracks here is the outside line not really working as well as the inside. So because I know that, I wouldn't even call it a cheat the game, but it's just what works. I mean, it happens in NASCAR races too. Sometimes the outside groove comes in, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm just going to stay on the inside, but it's nice to see that people are passing me on the outside. So it gives us a little bit of a challenge. Love to get up and lead a lap. The old point system, obviously, it's from 2003, is in effect, so you get 5 bonus points for leading a lap, and then you get 5 more for leading the most laps. So even if I could just get 5 extra points for leading 1 lap, that would be helpful in the standings. So this mod, the truck mod, is from Project Wildfire. They came out with a fair amount of stuff for this game back in the day. They came out with what was the Busch series, now the Nationwide. They came out with that mod, a few car sets and things like that that you could download and add to the game. And the NASCAR drivers, the real ones, when this game was at its peak before iRacing came around, would use this to prepare for tracks. I remember Denny Hamlin, I think it was 2006, and he used this game to prepare, and he actually ended up winning the his first race at Pocono, and gave some credit to this game, which is pretty cool. And I remember, I don't know if it was on Speed Channel or something like that, but Denny Hamlin said that they would use this mod, the Truck Series mod, because it felt most realistic to the actual cars, rather than the default cars and mod that came with the game. So I've always been a big fan of the truck mod. I used to race in a couple of leagues online, and the trucks by far were most popular and my favorite personally too. So that was part of my decision to go with the truck mod for this series, and plus two, the new the Bullring Gen 6 mod, fantastic. But a lot of the videos that I see with this game on YouTube use that mod, so I thought I'd kind of go back to roots and use this and try to give you something different. Info. Alright, so 14 to go. We've got enough fuel to last us about 9 more laps. So I'd actually like to get ahead of this guy and be in front, so that way I don't rear end anybody trying to make a pit stop, and I can see in my mirror if when the group's starting to pit, and then I'll probably go the next lap. So I don't know, I might even start lifting a little bit. Oh, see, exactly like that. Okay, there. Oh man, they've all pit. So now I'm a lame duck. I've lost the draft. Nobody else stayed out. So we'll see how this plays out. One good thing is I led that lap, so I get the 5 bonus points. So I'm going to come in and pit this time around. Actually, new strategy. No, okay. I'm going to come in now. All right. So, got to get this thing slowed up to 55. Okay, good. I got guys coming with me.
55, 4,000 seconds.
Busy, busy. All right, so I'm 10th.
Road, buddy. 1 minute 0.74.
Here I am.
Filling up with fuel. Go, 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 go! All the way to the last line. Your road speed 55. 4,000 seconds. Dig, buddy.
All right, good. So I came out with some guys. At least then I've got drafting partners. So we'll see how this all plays out once everybody pits and see position. Sitting in 4th right now. I wonder where the leader is then. Because I assume that's 3rd and 2nd ahead of me. I know both these guys have pit. Oh man, 2nd. Relative. Alright, so I'm in 1st now. There's a lapper straight ahead. Alright. Yeah, I am going to hug this line. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. That worked out well. Bit of a pick from the lapped car. Info. All right, I'm sitting pretty good right now. 9 to go. Sitting in 1st. Got the inside line. Look at that mirror full of cars. Or trucks, I guess I should say. My foot's getting a little tired too, because pretty much this whole race you just mash the gas, you never lift. hope he moves up out of this turn. Yeah, good, good, good. The lappers are actually helping me right now. I've been lucky though that I've come up on them on an exit of a turn, and then they move up and I can stay right on this yellow line. You got a good run there, the 75 star. Uh-oh. Getting tight, tight. As long as I don't leave enough room that anybody can sneak inside me, we'll be all right. Yeah, one amazing thing about this game was, well, and I guess still is to a degree, is the community of modders and car painters, track designers. The amount of things that you can add into this game is absolutely ridiculous. And so, I mean, if any of you are watching, any community members that have added to this game, I'll tell you thank you right now. I mean, this game's still absolutely incredible to play after over 10 years of being on the market. And yeah, I still love playing it. Matter of fact, I signed up to iRacing last fall, and I mean, that game's great, but I'm telling you, nothing is like jumping on here, racing against 42 other cars, and a full field, setting things exactly the way you want. You don't really have to rely on the options that iRacing gives you, at least in a kind of a league form, I guess. So yeah, I still love this game. Stay down. Alright. I might have to try and actually even widen that entry into turn 1 for these next couple laps. So I'm starting to get real tight, even now a little bit through 3 and 4. See again now, this is going to work out great. The lapper moves up, I stay inside, slip by them okay. Alright. Okay, 2 to go, so I'm going to move up just a touch and bring it in here this way now. There we go. That way I don't give so much room on the inside. Man, if I can win this thing, that'd be pretty good. I think the highest AI I've consistently driven on is 97, and after you do a race at a track, on the race setup screen, it gives you kind of an automatic rating for the AI that is recommended for you, and mine's Whew. Mine's always been 97, so setting this at 100%, if I can hold on here, that'd be pretty good. Hey. All right. Nice. That's awesome. Well, not too bad. Daytona 500 winner. Not too bad for the first race of this this series. I can guarantee you, though, it won't be like this the rest of the season. We've got road courses coming up and some other pretty difficult tracks. The short tracks are going to be difficult, I think, at this setting, and yeah, so we'll see. So I'll come in and pit here.
Good job today, guys. Good job. Drove your butt off, buddy. Good job.
Well, that's all right. Come up a bit. Well, there we go. Not too bad. See where everybody else finished up. Yeah, pretty good. Kevin Harvick, Rick Crawford, Dennis Setzer, Carl Edwards. Not too shabby. All right, well, let's get out of this race. There we go. That looks pretty good if I say so myself. So 15 points up on Harvick after 1 of 36 events. I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.